Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Boiler Room Pre-Market Watch List, where we try and find some of the hottest stocks to trade every single day. To you guys tuning in, I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving with all the food you could imaginably eat. I had a great Thanksgiving, so thank you for asking, right? But anyways, today the market's only going to be open till 1 o'clock, so it's going to be like basically like a little half day trading, right? We're going to have, you can expect there's going to be a little bit less volume in the market today, considering people are probably still with family, and whatnot. So again, today there might be a little bit less volume in the market, considering it's only going to be open till 1. So right now I can confidently say that most of the plays that you make today are going to have to be made within like the first hour to an hour and 30 minutes because we don't have power hour. But after that, I would expect that a lot of this volume is going to die down. Okay, so good morning to you all. I have a few stocks that we're going to be taking a look at. Again, I'm just going to mention the stocks that I see a lot of value in that we could potentially get some good moves on. All right, so let's jump right into it. Okay. Da 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 ba da ba 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 da ba. All right, cool. So here we are. You're seeing my screen. Good. We got a good amount of people in here so far today. So first one actually I'm watching here is RYB. You can see the price was at $28 and gap down all the way to $13. All right. And it popped up a little bit. Now it's starting to roll back over and drop down. Now this is a stock that had some news that I guess it's like a school or like an educational program school in Beijing, China, and apparently they had some type of allegations involving the police, and I guess they were mistreating the children within the school. There wasn't a bunch of details on it, whether it was verbal abuse, maybe physical abuse. It doesn't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna make remarks myself or try and make any conclusions myself because I don't know, right? And that would just be it would be stupid of me to do that. So I'm not going to do that. All I know that from reading the news here on Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade, they did have some type of issues they ran into that involved the authorities, some type of mistreating of the kids. I believe the kids came home to their parents and they said something's going on at school, blah, blah, blah. And now the stock is plunging. So I'm going to keep this on watch for a short. I think that with the news that we've seen, it's definitely notable to keep on watch for a short. So initially, I liked it below $16. Right now, it is below 16. So I think if it can remain below that $16 mark, like we're seeing right there, I think we could see this fade out, maybe all the way down to the pre-market low of $13.61. So it's going to be about $2 a share move, or $2 to $1.50 share move to the downside. So that could be very good, right? I have no clue what really happened. I just know there was some type of allegations going on. So I'm going to keep that on watch. I think the news is so strong, we could see it continue down. But on the same side, right, it's down so much that it's possible we could see it end up coming back up during the day. But I think right now I'm more short biased on this trade as of right now. So we'll keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. All right. So XNET is another one. This one's been on my watch list for basically forever now. Still, here's the deal. I've been short biased on this almost every day because it should come down, but it continues to go up. So right now, rather than fool myself again, I have to say watch it to the long side because it did pop up and it broke 25. So we know the stock can break $25 mental resistance. All right. But as of pre-market right now, it is going down. So I think right now it's best that we consider XNET a long play, even though we all know it should be coming down. So as of right now, I'm more long bias just because the way how it's been reacting. Right now, the short float interest on XNET is like 2%, very low. And I believe that's because short sellers keep getting crushed every single day on the stock. So again, I think right now we should consider it long bias, but there's something telling me that it's going to come down pretty hard today. So here's the deal. I don't think I'm going to trade it to the long side. I think I'm going to watch it for a short, right? And that's just it, right? We can tell it popped to 26, came down, tried to retest that high, failed to do so. Now it's coming down, and it's really setting up for a short play out of the gates. I think if we can break 25 out of the gates, we could consider a short. I think if we break up above 25.50, we can consider a long play, okay? So that's really my game plan. Below 25, short XNET. Above 25.50, go to take a long position on XNET, okay? I mean, look at the daily chart. The daily chart is just screaming for it to come down, right? It hasn't had a red day in basically like 5 days. This thing really needs to come down. Support's at $17. The price is 25. So there's a lot of money to be made on the short side when and if it comes down. Okay. So what up, D man? Oh, so I would say there's a lot of money to be made if and when it eventually comes down. All right. On to the next one. RIOT. RIOT was on watch for long on Wednesday, ended up crushing it. Stock moved up from 11. Now it's all the way at $19. So here's the dealio on this one, all right? I mean, you look at the daily chart. Daily chart is just screaming to be shorted. It's screaming to come down, right? It's way up. Hasn't seen a red day in now 3 days. Support's all the way down at $10. So technically, there's like $8 a share to be made. Will it move $8 a day? Probably not, but there's still room for it to come down on the downside. With that being said, we look at it here. We see it moved up after hours. It popped up to a high here of about $19.60. So that was the high, the line I just drew. That was the high pre-market before quickly coming down, right? And then it went back up to retest that 19 level, never broke, and now it's continuing to fade down. So as of right now, this is going to be on more of a short bias. Earlier, I was long biased on it when it was in this pattern, but now it's starting to go downwards, right? It's following a downward pattern. You can see that when I had this trend line just drawn, it just broke through that trend line. So again, this is going to be more of a short bias trade. My entry will probably be below 18 if it holds up for a short. If it wants to continue higher today, it's probably going to have to break up above 18.50, even $19, okay? 18.50, $19. Now let's look at MARA, because a lot of you guys are talking about this one today. MARA, I mean, it's pretty obvious. It just flew from $1 all the way to $4 today, pre-market. Right now, it's just kind of fumbling around. It's really not going up. It's not going down. It's basically just trading within this channel, right? If we look at this, I'll zoom in more. Right now, wow, that was weird. My pad wasn't working right. Right now, it's just trading like within this channel right now. So it's really not telling us what direction it wants to go. All we know is that nobody wants it to go lower and nobody wants it to go higher right now. So it's trading within the channel from like $3.35 to $3.70. So, I mean, honestly, if you want my honest opinion, the stock shouldn't be this high, right? But I think it's very possible we'll see this pop up a little bit in the morning. I think we could see it squeeze up a little bit and maybe even retest $4, a high of $4. I think we could see that. But don't think this is going to be like, you know, I don't expect this to really run much more than it already has. It's already up very big for a penny stock. So again, watch out. If it breaks this 335 level, it's probably going to dump out. You can watch it for over 370 to the long side, because here's the deal. It's trading within this channel. So it's got a perfect support and a perfect resistance lined up for either a breakout or a breakdown. Okay. Yeah. So, and that's the thing is, it's just a penny stock. It's not meant to be this high. So We'll see. I mean, we'll see what it wants to do. Like NYC Neil just said, it's running on some steam from Bitcoin news, and all these stocks that run from Bitcoin news usually end up coming down at some point because whether or not they are, they're still not worth that much, right? Still not worth that much. So that was that one. That so far, that's really all I had on my watch list. SRAX. Let me check at this one. Yeah, here's another one. $4 on Wednesday. Now up to $7.80, or sorry, $7.50. You can see that the price is pretty extended. It just set in a new high for the past couple months. It's actually at a 52-week high now. So here's the deal. It's over its 52-week high. Price is very extended. Don't be surprised if this comes down today. I think it's very possible we're going to see this come down. I mean, pop to 750. So there is the potential entry over that. But if it doesn't get over that, it's probably going to come down. Honestly, it held up this 650 line pretty well. So I think below 650, we could see it come crashing down. But again, I'm not really too concerned with that one. Oh, Bitcoin bubble for sure. For sure. CLSN. Oh, wow. Yeah, this one started moving. I haven't even seen this one yet. I looked at it earlier, but it wasn't doing anything. 1 second. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. So CLSN actually kind of like this. Right now, it doesn't look bad. I don't see any news this morning for it. So there's no news. So it's purely just driven on momentum, hype, whatever you want to call it. If you look at the chart here, what's the price of it right now? The price on CLSN is 368. So right now, the price is like right here. So what that tells us is we have a huge resistance point right at, we got a big resistance point right at $4 a share. So honestly, chances of it breaking $4 is very slim. So I think really what we're going to see happen with this stock today is that it's going to maybe come up. It looks weak right now, but if it does, come up to, it's only got 3,000 shares of volume today, so it's very light on volume. So to expect this to hold up, probably not going to happen. It's probably going to dump out, but don't think this is going to go much higher. Honestly, it'll probably, if anything, touch the $4 mark and then come back down if it doesn't just do it right now. So again, definitely more short biased on CLSN right now. The volume is very low for it, if that's all correct. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. Sorry, it has it's got 259,000 shares of volume, not 3,000. So again, I'm pretty short biased on CLSN this morning. I wouldn't really expect it to go much higher. It doesn't have any news this morning. Yeah. So here's the deal. I think it's more short bias. If we're looking at CLSN, I might keep this on watch for a short. Again, it's pretty weak. There's really no entry point right now because it's just in the middle of everything. There's no, yeah, that's just it. We're gonna have to watch this one and pay closer attention as it comes to the bell. It could continue up, it could, but there's no news to drive the price up right now. So it's purely just momentum and hype, and those usually don't hold up. Okay. See, as you can see, it's starting to kind of come down a little bit right now. But yeah, yep. So there's the morning watch list. We have RIOT, which is probably setting up more for a short. Keep XNET on watch because RIOT is going to be in play. XNET is going to be in play. RYB will probably be in play. At this point, CLSN will probably be in play, but I would assume more to the downside. And that's really just it. So again, those are going to be some stocks that are in play today. And MARA will probably be in play today. I could see it popping up and going higher just because of all the hype built around it right now. Could definitely see that happen. So watch MARA, CLSN, XNET, RYB, and RIOT. Those are really the ones that I'm mainly focused on watching. Yeah, I would say RYB is definitely coming down. So again, guys, that's really all I got for you. I don't want to take up too much of anyone's time. Just kind of give you some good stocks to look at that should be in play today, and then go from there. And you hear my thought process on it. Again, so for any of those of you just tuning in or haven't, definitely recommend joining into the Boiler Room trading course. The link is in the description below. You can join it. It's literally $15 a month. You get a whole course, and then you also get a live screen share to right now a couple of different stock scanners, momentum scanners, pre-market scanners and stuff like that you can also use. And then, of course, you have basically my one-on-one guidance throughout the trading day while I'm trading. So you can, and I'm on at like 7:30 in the morning, so it's way before this live stream. So you can talk to me, through the chat room and everything like that. So it's cool. Also, Facebook link is below. So to get like a little recap on all the stocks that was on this live stream, I'll just put out like a small little watch list that's free. And then also the link to the free chat room is also below. So always make sure you check that out before heading out, so you know where to go to find me, I guess, really. So I will see you guys on Monday morning. Remember, today we're only going to be trading until about 1 o'clock. Well, not about, we will, because the market's going to close at 1 o'clock. All right, guys? So make sure you're not holding positions, trying to hold positions overnight, and don't know that the market's going to close at 1 o'clock, because that could be very bad. All right, guys? So I will catch you guys on Monday morning. All right?